You're probably watching this video because you're a friend of someone who's having a baby and they've identified you as someone who's in their inner circle. So welcome. I'm just going to share a few ways that you can help support them, because as the friend that I guess you must be if they're sharing this with you, I know that you want to help them through this really full-on, intense, vulnerable time. So I don't know if you are someone who has had a baby and kind of understands, or maybe you haven't, but you really want to understand. Either way, I'm going to just be giving you some ideas, as well as kind of sharing what's kind of going on for the person in your life who's having this baby. So first of all, I just want to say no one ever forgets how they are treated during their postpartum, both the good things and the bad things. This is a real opportunity for friendships to deepen, for people to step up, to really be there. This is going to be one of the hardest and most transformative times in your friend's life. It's beautiful, but it's also really brutal. And if you are a good friend, then hopefully you'll be able to really be there for them. Please just show up. You don't have to do, it's not rocket science, you don't have to do anything fancy, but just being there for them, letting them know that you're there, and holding space for them are the most important things you can do. So there's two kind of categories, I guess, that you could do that would be of most help. One is help and one is support. Help is the really practical stuff, and support is that I'm here for you to cry on my shoulder. I'm here for you to vent about what's going on, and I'm doing it in a really compassionate, non-judgmental way. So help is what will mean that your friend, what am I trying to say? Help is what will allow your friend to really rest and have the nourishing postpartum that they need, as well as just like the basic recovery that they need when they've given birth. No matter how they've birthed, they need a lot of rest. They're going to be sleep deprived. Their baby will be waking up quite a lot at night. And so having that rest is really important. So when we think about what we can do to help, have a think about what is getting in the way of them resting. What is stopping them because they've got things on their to-do list that need to be done? So I'm talking about things like they need to go to the chemist, so they went to the chemist instead of napping. So thinking about every time you go to see them, or if you're near their place, I'm just at the shops. Do you need anything from the chemist or the supermarket? Let me tell you, as someone who had their first baby, I had just a local friend who, she wasn't even a particularly close friend, but she would always do that. And it just made me feel so supported, even though I think I only took her up on it once. Just knowing that she was there and thinking of me made the hugest difference. Thinking about, okay, is there a big load of washing that I can help? Can I fold laundry? Can I hang it out? Can I run the vacuum? Can I put some fresh sheets on the bed? Like, what's going to make their space nice? Does the dog need for a walk? Do the bins need taking out? Is there washing up in the sink? Doing those things that will just help keep the house running smoothly. Because I know it's kind of hard to imagine if you haven't had a baby, but babies keep you so busy and sort of pinned down, it becomes impossible to do those things. And so women, when they finally do get a little bit of a moment, they will often rush to do laundry or rush to, finish something off, which will make them feel better and calmer because it's the space, but then they're not resting. So please have a think about that, and what you might be able to do to help. The other really important role that you have to play is support. And I think your role is kind of unique in this because they already are supported by you as a friend, and it's a different relationship to a partner or a parent. You can really be there for them as an emotional support. And that's what they're really going to need. So they're going to really need people who can listen to them and just hear them and, hold them while they cry, and not try to fix it or judge it or go, oh God, that, oh, let's work out a, solution. Often people just need to be heard, and they just need that space held for them, and they just need you to go, yeah, that sounds really hard. That sucks. I'm so sorry. And like, I see you working so hard. Like, you are doing an amazing job. I can see, like, I'm seeing you. I'm witnessing you turning into a mom. You're so amazing. Be sensitive about asking to hear her birth story. She might not be ready to tell you that yet. They might, don't ask about how is the baby sleeping, because that might be a source of stress. Focus on holding the mother, not holding the baby. So asking her how she's going, asking her how, are you getting enough rest? Are you eating? Like, what's going on for you? Babies are just little adorable blobs who just need their mum at this point. They're not all that interesting. But, there's a lot going on for the mum, which is a hell of a lot more interesting. So please, focus on her. Don't, ply her with 21 onesies, ply her with 21 meals. So if you're coming over, bring food with you. Come over with the mindset of I'm helping, I'm not visiting. Don't expect necessarily to hold the baby if they're sleeping or, there's something going on for them that day. That might not happen. Your time will come. There are plenty of baby snuggles to be had. On the flip side, maybe it's really helpful for you to hold that baby while mum has a nap, or, mum and dad have a nap. Maybe it's really helpful for you to hold them while they go and have a long hot shower, or make like the 5 phone calls they've meant to be making. If that's something that you have capacity for, please offer. I have in this course been telling your friend to ask for help and set up support, but please jump in and do so, because it's really hard to ask for help, and it's so much easier if someone says like, I really want to help, I really want to support you, what can I do? Here are some ideas I've had, but what do you think would be most useful for you? So I hope that's given you some ideas. Just remembering it's not rocket science. We're being really emotionally supportive. We are checking in. We are providing things that will help a mother rest. And we're just being there. It's really not rocket science. So I know, people have different setups. They might have small children of their own. They might have a really busy job. Of course, I'm not saying, you can be there all day, every day, but telling someone like, I can do this, like I can swing by with takeaway, on Friday night and watch a movie with you if, your partner wants a bit of an outing, or, I can, I don't know, like there's so many things that you can do. Like I can stop by on a Sunday morning if you guys want to have a sleep in. Like I'll hang out with the baby after they're fed. Let me come and like organize a cleaner for you. If they, let me set up the meal train. Let me organize your other friends to check in. There's so much that you can do. And I know that because the person who's giving birth has shared this with you, that you are the right person in the right place to do this for them. So good luck, Godspeed. I hope this has given you ideas. And don't forget that postpartum doesn't end at 6 weeks. So your friend with the 6-month-old baby, or even the 2-year-old child, still is ever so grateful for that sort of thought and care of how are you going? And I'm just going to drop you in a meal. Everyone needs that, but particularly people who are changing their whole lives by having a child need some support as they're going through that transformational time. And also the other thing to say is don't take it personally if they set a boundary with you in terms of, I don't know, maybe they say, actually, there's no please don't wear any perfume around the baby, or, today, sorry, I know we had a visit plan, but today is just, we had such a bad night last night, it's not good. Don't take it personally. There's so much going on for them, and they're just doing what they need to do to kind of protect their energy and their breastfeeding journey in the case of perfume. If you're someone who's had a baby, speaking of breastfeeding, you might have done things your way, and you probably remember what it's like to get unwanted advice. So just remember that, because of course they might ask you, and that's one thing, but if you're kind of offering them advice or trying to push something on them, or say, well, I did this and this was what worked for us, and you know, if you hold that baby too much, they'll never learn how to be put down. Just remember what it was like. Just don't do it. I know that, like, I'm a postpartum doula, and I often feel that I want to kind of be like, well, just, you know, do it this way, but they have to find their own way as parents. That is part of becoming a parent. I'm sure you remember. You have to, you know, you have to learn your own way. You have to find out what works for you and, you know, your unique baby. So, yeah, I'm sure you'll keep that in mind too. Anyway, thanks for listening. You're an awesome friend, and good luck. Hi, you're